Welcome to a new video, and in this video we are going to discuss about a very interesting, at the same time very important topic, that is inflation. What is meant by inflation, or from the practical point of view, how does it matter to your life? What are the main causes of inflation and how inflation is being measured in our country? These are the three main aspects of inflation that we are going to understand from this video. So it's very important to understand about this phenomenon inflation because it badly affects every sections of a society. So please make sure that you watch this video till the end. And if you are new to this channel, please make sure that you subscribe to this channel and press that bell icon also. Let's take an example. You purchased a product paying 100 rupees in the last month, and for the same product you are paying 150 rupees this month. Also assume that there is no increase in your income level. That means your income remains steady or constant. But for the same quantity of the same product, you are paying 50 rupees extra over a month period time. This is the real meaning of inflation, because since there is no increase in your income level, and you are paying extra 50 rupees on spending, it badly affects your standard of living. That means inflation affects the standard of living of a person. This is the real meaning of inflation. That means you are paying extra 50 rupees for the same quantity of the same product, or you are getting lesser quantity of the same product at the same price that you paid just 1 month back. This is the real meaning of practical meaning of inflation. Now it's very important to understand about reasons of inflation in an economy. There are two aspects when we check out reasons of inflation. One is demand side, and the second one is supply side. Demand side is very easy because when there is a higher demand for a particular commodity, the price of that commodity naturally goes up. That means when people have more money to spend, they spend more money on goods and services in an economy. This naturally results in the rise in the price of goods and services. So that is demand pull inflation. Higher demand for a particular commodity or product results in the rise in the price of that particular commodity in an economy. That is demand pull inflation. Now let's see what are the main reasons of supply side inflation. Supply side inflation happens when there is a limited supply, though the demand for a particular commodity remains same over a period of time. Supply side inflation may be because of many reasons, like man-made reasons such as war-like situations or political instability in any part of the world, or natural calamities or heavy rainfall, climatic change, something like that. Let's take a best example in Indian economy. Due to heavy rainfall, it is natural that onion crops may fail, and because of that reason, the supply of onion becomes very limited. Though the demand for onion remains same, because of limited supply, onion price may shoot up. This is very natural in our country. This is the best example for supply side inflation. Supply side inflation may happen because of many other reasons also, like for example, rise in the price of inputs, factor inputs such as rise in the wages in an economy, or because of a higher motive, profit motive from the side of entrepreneurs, they may rise the price of goods and services. That also can be the reason for supply side inflation. So when we analyze the reasons of inflation in economy, we can see two aspects. One is demand side and the second one is supply side. Now let's see how inflation rate is being measured in our country. India uses two basic indices to measure inflation rate in our country. One is WPI index, wholesale price index, and the second one is consumer price index, CPI. Wholesale price index, WPI, considers only goods, and this data being published every weekly. Though wholesale price index considers only goods, it doesn't take services. So it is criticized that it doesn't reflect inflation rate exactly in our country. And moreover that wholesale price index considers the wholesale price of goods in an economy. So because of that reason also it is said that it doesn't reflects the purchasing behavior of common people in our country. And when it comes to consumer price index CPI, consumer price index takes and considers both goods and services, and it is calculated based on the average changes in the price of retail price of goods and services. So it's said that compared to wholesale price index, consumer price index exactly reflects true inflation rate in our country. Unlike wholesale price index CPI data being published monthly. So these are the two main indices that our country uses to rate or measure inflation in our economy. So from this video, I hope you have got a clear understanding about the real meaning of inflation, what are the main causes of inflation, and how is it being measured in our country. So thank you for watching, and let's see in the next video with a new topic. Till then, bye. Signing off here, Sujit from Srita. Thank you for watching.